Hello students, good afternoon. In the last video we learnt about present perfect tense. Now in this video we will learn past perfect tense, day 17. Perfect here means it is complete, it is finished, fully. This shows complete or fully in itself. Here, past perfect tense is also used to show that the action is complete as it was shown in past present perfect tense in the last time. Here in this tense, in past time, the action is complete. No part of the action is left without doing. So it is called past perfect tense. Like, and for example, he had bought a car. He had bought a car. You had learnt the present perfect tense last time. One more example. I had done my work. Here in these three examples, one auxiliary is coming, had. In present tense, it was has or have, and in past perfect tense, had. One more same thing, the third form of the main verb. As third form of the main verb is used with has or have, in the same way, third form of the main verb is being used with had. Only the difference is has have denotes the past present tense and had denotes past tense. Only this difference is there in these two tenses. So in these sentences, he had bought a car, you had learnt the present perfect tense last time, I had done my work. In these sentences, the action is complete. In each sentence you will find that action of buying is complete, action of learning is complete, action of doing is complete. So that's why this tense is called past perfect tense, because the action is complete in past tense. This is a situation when an action is complete, then had plus for a third form of the main verb will be used. Situation number second. Situation. In definition, we learned one situation, and the situation number 2 we will learn here. When there are, try to understand this situation in which past perfect tense is used. When there are two actions, when there are two actions, both actions are finished. Both actions are finished one after one. One after one. Both, there are two actions in one sentence, but both the actions are complete one after one in past tense. Then to show the first action, past perfect tense is used, while to show the another action, past indefinite tense is used. For example, I am writing here. For example, you can read once more. When there are two actions, both actions are finished. When a sentence of past perfect tense shows two actions, both the actions are complete, but both actions are finished one after one. Then to show the first action, to show the first action is complete, we will use past perfect tense. In first clause, in the first part of the sentence, we will use past perfect tense, and to show the next or the another task is complete, we will use past indefinite tense. For example, you will understand clearly with this example. Here, with the help of this example, the train had departed. The train had departed before I reached the station. One more example I will clear. I had finished my syllabus. Before the exams started. Before the exams started. In each sentence, you will find two functions in this sentence. The train had departed before I reached the station. There are two actions, two tasks, two functions: departed and reached. This function is related to train. the train had already departed. The train had left the station. This is function number, action number 1. Before I reached the station, before my reach at the station, this is the action number 2. I reached, before I reached the station. There are two functions. First function is complete. The first we complete first function before the second function of the second clause. There are two clauses in this sentence. We are not studying clauses, but for your understanding conveniently, I want to clear this. There are like two clauses. The train had departed, first clause, and the second clause, I reached the station. There are two clauses. In clause number 1 or first clause, the action of departing of the train is complete, but in the second clause the action is completed but after train when it departed from the station. This action took place in this second clause. I reached the station. There are two functions. One function related to train, departing of the train that had completed before I reached the station. So in this situation we will use this tense, past perfect tense. In second sentence also I have applied the same situation. One function is complete and the another function is complete but after first function. I had finished. The action of finishing the syllabus. Finishing means completing. After I had finished the syllabus, the exam started. When I had finished already my action of completing the syllabus before, in the before time, then after this action the second action started and finished. The exams started. There are two actions: finishing of the syllabus and starting of the examination. When this action performed very well and completely, then this action took place. In this situation, this tense is applied. And in one more situation, situation of condition. Situation number 3 in conditional sentences. In conditional sentences. In conditional sentences. For example, if shows, if is a verb, if is such a word that shows directly the condition. Condition, if you do so, I will do so, like that. There are two clauses, but first clause presents a condition and the second clause its result. Now observe this sentence. If you had worked, if you had worked hard, if you had worked hard, this is first clause of this sentence, first part of the sentence. You would have passed the exams. This is the condition and this is the result, fruit. If you had performed this condition, you would have received this fruit. If you had worked hard, you would have passed the exams. If you have not worked hard, you did not work hard before the examination, so you are failed. This condition is clear here by using if. If you had worked hard, you would have passed the exams. This sentence shows the situation number 3, conditional condition. This is called conditional sentence. One more example I can give you. If you had reached the station, if you had reached the station in time, you would have caught the train. You would have caught the train. This sentence is also presenting a condition here. Before fulfilling this condition, you will not be successful to achieve this result. If you had reached the station in time, if you had reached the station in time, you would have caught the train. But alas, what happened? You could not reach the station in time. You could not catch the train. You could not fulfill this condition in this tense. So this fruit is away from you. This is bad result, that you could not catch that. So this is if clause. These clauses are presenting conditions for the fulfillment of a task, for the getting result. So in this situation, this tense, past perfect tense, will be used. Why past perfect tense? Clearly, with had, the third form of a main verb is added. With had, the third form of the main verb is added here. Worked, worked, reached, reached. This is main situations to denote or to know about this sentence, this tense. Past perfect tense. Today I will give directly the structures or patterns and students will have to frame sentences using those structures. Today I will give examples, but not a lot of examples I will give you, because I have been presenting the structures or pattern of each one tense since the last video. I have been presenting here many structures till now I have presented, so I am giving the structures and frame sentences using the structures and frame correct sentences. Grammatically it must be correct and related to this tense. Okay, you can use different verbs like buy, come, go, read, write. Different verbs you can use, and you can use these structures and frame sentences. 2-3 sentences in each pattern you can frame and write in your notebook. Affirmative sentences. Affirmative means the simple sentence which is not negative, that is affirmative. Opposite this negative sentence, its pattern, its structure is subject. As for subject, had, according to the tense, had is the auxiliary verb. Then MV3, always remember, has, have or had will follow the third form of the main verb. Always. Here had. Object and RT. She had worked hard to pass the examination. This is the example of this. She had worked hard to pass the examination. I had washed my clothes myself. This is the example. In negative sentence, subject had, then not, subject with had, not MV. MV means past participle, first form of the main verb, third form of the main verb, third form of the main verb. Go, went, gone, come, came, come, write, wrote, written, read, read, catch, caught, buy, bought. All these verbs are there. There are thousands of verbs you can use while giving examples using these structures. Subject had plus not. Why not here? To change into negative sentence. Not will be used. Then MV3, object and like Keshav had not received my letter. Keshav, subject, had not received my letter. Object is my letter. We can combine had not in this form. Hadn't. We can use Keshav hadn't received my letter. This is negative form, this is affirmative form and interrogative. Interrogative. No need to tell over and over what is interrogative, what is interrogative. However, I tell you, in these types of sentences, questions are asked. So these are called interrogative sentence. First of all, had. We are studying past perfect tense. That's why I have taken had here. Start your interrogative sentence with had if you want to make a question. Then subject. MV3, the third form of the main verb, past participle. Object and RT. Question mark. Don't forget to put question mark if we are framing the questions on interrogative sentences. Had, for example, had I scolded you? Had I scolded you in the class? Scolded means to rebuke, बुरा भला कहना, डांटना, that is called. Had I scolded, scolded. This is the third form of the main verb, and had is coming here to show the past perfect tense. Had I scolded you in the class? Did I rebuke you in the class? This sense is here. So this is past perfect tense of interrogatives. Now we can frame many sentences on the basis of this structure pattern. Many sentences I have given to you. There is had, there is subject, there is verb, there is object, remaining thing, and question mark. So I hope you might have understood this pattern also and frame 3-4 sentences on this. When there is interrogative, positively it is interrogative sentence. But negatively we can ask also question. Interrogative, negative. This structure is related to interrogative sentence, but now the structure is coming that will relate to interrogative sentence. Had, the same thing. Had you can start with, you can start your sentence with had. Then subject, not. MV3, object and RT. Question mark. This is negative interrogative. If we ask some questions with using not, then it will be change into interrogative negative. We are asking the question negatively. Have you not done this homework? Have you not sent me your book? Like this. Had I not praised you, praised, had I not praised, praised, had I not praised you is object, in the class, had I not praised you in the class for your correct answer, I am asking negatively. Then he will say, yes, you praised. Interrogative negative. Now, I have given you these 4 structures on the basis of this past perfect tense. Make 4 or 5 sentences in each structure and correct your English, correct yourself and test yourself, self-check test whether you are writing your English correctly or not. So, please once again I request you, my dear students, to follow this, what I am telling you, what I have taught you. You will follow, you will receive great fruits and great results in your linguistic field, especially in English. So do your homework. I have given you homework in this video continuously, and you can use different verbs and to make the sentences differently. And moreover, if you have not understood anything, you can contact me online or in comments, but don't forget to make me like. Thank you and have a nice day. Okay, bye.